If you're looking for a truly awesome exercise that literally recruits nearly every muscle group in your body, not only that, it actually improves your strength and muscle size like nearly no other exercise. Not only that, it also improves your cardiovascular endurance and your grip strength. Then look no further, because I'm going to tell you today about the farmer's carry. And it is the most underutilized exercise. You never see it in the gym. You rarely see people talk about the farmer's carry or the farmer's walk. Today, I'm going to change your life. By incorporating the farmer's walk, you're going to make drastic changes in your overall performance, and we're going to start right now. Hey everybody, Jason Davis here at Body Remastered. Today we're talking about the farmer's carry, and I'm going to give you a great exercise routine that you can follow, so stay to the end of this video. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. We've got some great videos in nearly every single exercise group and great tips on how to build, strengthen and tone. So click that bell and don't miss a thing. What is a farmer's carry? A farmer's carry, very simply, is lifting some heavy dumbbells or kettlebells or trap bars. There's different types of equipment, anything heavy, from the ground, holding them by your sides next to your hips and walking with that weight for a continued certain distance. In essence, they are called loaded carries, and they are so simple to execute. Maybe this is some of the reasons why people don't actually use them very much, because they think they're so simple, they can't be great. But they yield so many benefits. I'm going to give you 4 core reasons why you need to do a farmer's carry straight away. Then we're going to touch a little bit on form, because if you don't do the farmer's carry correctly, you'll miss out on all the benefits and you could cause injury. And then finally, we're going to finish off on a great routine that we've adopted here at Body Remastered. Let's get straight to it. First of all, it is a full muscle recruiter. Think about it, it's got every element you need. The first one is the fact that you're going to be carrying heavy loads. Even if they're a little bit lighter and you're going a little bit further distance, they're still going to be fairly heavy. You're not necessarily contracting, you're just holding under tension. So therefore, a heavy load means increased strength. You're going to build your strength across your upper body and also your legs during the entire move. The second part is muscular size. Because you're holding under tension, you're causing molecular stress, and ultimately you're going to be triggering new fibers and muscle growth within particularly your back and your trapezius muscles, but you're going to recruit nearly every single muscle. And the third point, really unique to this exercise, is that you're also going to improve your cardio. The farmer's carry can actually cut your fat. It can also really reduce weak points that you have within your entire body. Maybe it's your core that's weak. Maybe your arms are weak.Maybe your grip strength's weak. It will siphon out and detect any weakness in your body, and you'll improve your overall grip strength and every single recruited muscle fibre that you need to carry out the farmer's carries. So it is an amazing muscle recruiter. In fact, it touches nearly every single muscle group. First of all, it touches the arms. People don't think about this, but your traps are in place all across your body at the back because they hold your arms in place. Ultimately, they make sure that your arms don't fall out of your shoulder joint. When you're carrying out the farmer's carry, you need to be stabilised. You need to make sure that you're not all around the place, you're very stable. So your arm's going to make sure that your shoulder joint and your elbow joint are fully stabilised. So in order to maintain that stabilisation, they recruit muscle fibres. So your arms are going to be screaming at the end of a farmer's carry. The next part is your back. The entire upper back, your trapezius muscles, and even your neck muscles are going to be involved in the farmer's carry. The back and shoulder muscles ensure stability with the shoulder joint and the shoulder blade. And ultimately, these are going to be really heavily recruited. So if you want to build your back, there's no better exercise than the farmer's carry. The second part of this is the trapezius muscles. They are going to be stretched during the whole exercise. So forget about trap shrugs. There is no better exercise. If you want to build a big trap and to get that extensive neck appearance, you really need to focus on the farmer's carry. They're very like rack pulls in that they provide so much use in terms of the amount of muscle fibers they recruit. Then let's not forget about the core. The entire torso, your entire body needs to be stable and tight during the whole movement of the farmer's carry. So in order to maintain a neutral spine and to have a very healthy, retracted shoulder blade, you need to recruit the abdominal muscles, and that's great for really improving your overall core strength. The second reason, I've already alluded to this, it really promotes muscular strength and muscular size. It does both. It literally does both. It will, as I said, you need to stabilise the muscles during the whole farmer's carry, and it will really recruit every single muscle fibre you have. And that strength, particularly the grip strength, because this is an important biomarker for your overall health. You need grip strength for nearly every single other exercise, particularly the big exercises like deadlift and squat. So your farmer's carry will really help those exercises. That will complement them, and it will improve your overall journey in muscle building. The third reason is that farmer's carries can actually improve your cardiovascular capacity, your aerobic capacity. As I said before in many other of my YouTube videos, weightlifting itself doesn't burn a huge amount of calories, but it's more about the effect that it has after you've done the exercise, the post-oxygen consumption, and your overall effect of having muscle on your metabolism. But the actual farmer's carry does have an impact on your aerobic capacity. Remember, you're carrying and you're actually moving. You're doing a certain distance, whether it's back and forth in your garden or you have a long field, you're doing a certain distance. So you're not only engaging your legs as well, you're going to be breathing heavily because you're holding heavy weight while also moving and coordinating. So that whole process is going to make sure that your aerobic capacity increases under load. That's going to help you on swimming and any other cardiovascular activities. So it's a great combination exercise that really combines cardio as well as muscular strength, power, and also muscle size. And the fourth reason, and it's really important, great for injury prevention, great for posture, and great for grip strength. As I said, your overall health, which is really important here at Body Remastered. We want to make sure that people understand that muscle development is really important to your health as you age. But it's going to be great wonders for your posture because it encourages a neutral spine. It ensures that you haven't got too much rounded sort of behaviour of the shoulders. You carry out the farmer's carry in the correct way. You're going to make sure that your shoulders are pulled back and down and your chest is up and you have a neutral spine. So it's very easy sometimes to do that inward look, as long as you know where you're going, you don't fall over, of course. But it's great for your overall posture, and it makes sure that it develops the rear delt, so you don't have imbalances between any of the push movements you're doing versus the pull movements. Now, there are a number of different variations when carrying out the farmer's walk. You can do it with a trap bar, you can do it with dumbbells, you can do it with kettlebells. I'm not going to touch on every single variation in this video, but if you check out the description and go to www.bodyremastered.com and subscribe, I'll give you the full list of different types of variations, especially if you're advanced and you're already carrying out farmer's walks. I can challenge you straight away now because there's so many different types. There's types where you can carry out what they call a weightless walk, where you're holding one overhead and one by your side. There's a dinosaur walk where you're carrying a very awkward object. There's a trap bar, which is another great variation. Let's just keep it simple for now. If you have dumbbells, which most people have, then you can just use that variation. As I said, the idea is you have two different methods of progressive overload here. You can increase the weight, because it's great where you can have quite a heavy weight. You can start off at a certain level. I really recommend you keep light at first, so you make sure that you practice your form, because it can be a difficult posture to have. You have a tendency, me too, where you're looking down, where you're walking, but you want to make sure your chest's out and you're looking forward. And the second part here is, as you get better at your form, you can increase that weight progressively. The other way of doing this is increasing the distance that you're walking, which is another great method. Think about your overall objective. If you really want to focus on losing calories and burning, because as I said, the farmer's carry has a great afterburn effect, then lighten the load a little bit more and go for a longer distance. But you know, carrying under resistance while also walking is tremendously great for fat loss, and your metabolism will literally shift very quickly if you incorporate farmer's carries nearly in every single workout you do. Of course, you might have a different objective. If your objective ultimately is to build your strength, your overall strength and muscle size, and particularly your grip strength, then I definitely recommend keeping shorter interval distances by increasing that weight step by step as you improve. Remember, that will have a massive carryover effect on your other lifts, and it will improve your overall strength in your journey into muscle building. A farmer's carry can make you a hell of a lot bigger, stronger and leaner. So please don't underestimate this simple but brutal exercise, because it will make huge differences. I'm going to recommend now different ways you can implement and incorporate farmer's carry into your workout. Let's start straight away. So if you're a beginner to farmer's carries, I want you to pick a load that's around about 30 to 40% of your weight. If you're just not sure, give a weight a try that's fairly light, but you can hold, and see what distance you can go. And if you think that's relatively easy, and you've gone 100 meters quite easily, then challenge yourself by increasing that weight. Grab a track bar, dumbbells, a kettlebell, doesn't matter, whatever you have. Just make sure that it's relatively about 30 to 40% of your weight and it's not too light. Now, I want you to start with that weight and I want you to walk for 30 seconds and then put down the weights. Now, as an intensifier, think about the distance. From a distance perspective, if that's your main objective, then try and increase 30 seconds to a 1 minute distance and keep the weight the same. Alternatively, you can try to keep the 30 second distance and increase the weight to 50% of your body weight. Now, of course, you can improve both and increase both methodologies, but make sure you're doing it in an even fashion and you're well capable of doing the distance probably before the weight. The goal every week will be to increase the duration and the weight of the set. So I want you to try, as a beginner, to incorporate just one farmer's carry within your overall weekly routine. Then, slowly, after about 3 or 4 weeks, when you get accustomed to the move and you're very, very clear on the overall form, and we can give you some more advice at www.bodyremastered.com. But as I said, neutral spine, and you're very comfortable with the form, then you can start to increase the frequency of farmer's carries. When you're comfortable with the farmer's carries, I want you to incorporate on your push day with 1 set and in your pull day with 1 set. And I also want you to incorporate it on your leg days as well. So that is literally, I'm saying, to carry out a farmer's carry as a golden finisher, and we've got a YouTube short of golden finishers with the farmer's carry because it's a fantastic ending to your overall workout. But I'm asking you to incorporate the farmer's carry in every single workout. It is great to finish your overall workout. It doesn't always have to be in pull days. As I said, do it in push days and pull days. And for the leg day, try and vary it up a little bit, maybe by doing something a little bit different. For the leg day, you can try different weights in different hands for unevenness. But as I said, as you progress, you can put a lot of variations and really customize the farmer's carry as you get more advanced. The variety is endless with farmer's carries. As you get more advanced or intermediate, I would really recommend that you change up the farmer's carries, and there's so many different types of variations. One example of a variation is what they call the suitcase farmer's carry. There's other ones that you can try, as I said, the uneven farmer's carry, and that very simply is having a different weighted load in each hand as you perform the farmer's carry. You need to compensate for that weight difference. Again, it really enhances overall stability and core strength. There's a trap bar farmer's carry. You get inside the trap bar, hold the 2 handles, lift the weight and walk for as long and as far as you can. And another great one is the dinosaur farmer's carry. This is holding something that's awkward. As long as you can do it safely, it's a great way. Any process of lifting something from the ground will engage in your glutes, your hamstrings, your quads, and ultimately your back for core stability and spinal, keeping your spine neutral is fantastic for your overall muscle recruitment. So guys, that's all for today. As I said, do not forget to incorporate farmer's carry. I want to understand why you're not incorporating straight away in your workouts. It is so useful, and you'll find that your grip strength and your overall strength in nearly every single exercise will improve by exponential amounts. The farmer's carry is truly underutilized, and I want to make sure at Body Remastered that you don't forget to make sure it is key within your overall training regime. So, speak to you again soon. Thanks a lot.